Hey guys, it's Rarecoin here, and I just wanted to touch base today on a couple topics that have come up in the RuneScape community lately. If you haven't heard about like the wilderness and all the changes they're trying to make to it to make it more friendly for people to go there to try and kind of rejuvenate it, Bodhi kind of touched on this, and I think he made some really good points. Things about bosses and how things like Vorkath and Zulrah drop a lot of resource drops, kinda, and like that's really hurting the wilderness's kind of room to shine. And I think he's kind of right on that. That's not exactly what he said, so don't take it as exactly what he said. But he said something along those lines, and I wanted to kind of touch base on my opinion about this because I feel that it's actually pretty important to the game to have the wilderness have some incentive to go there, and I think the drops like red spider eggs and all those kind of things and 100 noted snapdragons and things like that are actually added to the game through wilderness content rather than like safe content like other bosses like Zulrah, and kind of dumb down their drops to have some more nothing drops where you just get from Vorkath, you would just get the bones and the dragon hide, and then you might roll a nothing for the actual loot most of the time. And if you're really lucky, you'll roll one of the uniques, and maybe 30% of the time you'll roll like a rune kite shield or a rune plate legs or whatever, and really dumb down the drop tables, because I think it's a really important part of building the economy and not having those 100 grape drops and stuff just at bosses where it's pretty much safe to kill. And because that just brings a lot into the game, I think it's healthier for people to want to go like farm their white berries than it is for them to go kill bosses for them. And have bosses like Sarachnis that specialize in dropping red spider eggs. And I think that's one thing that Jagex could kind of do, just in order to kind of help make the game healthier in progression. And I think it would make skilling more valuable not to have like magic log drops in hundreds and stuff, and people would go kill Ents because it'd be the most efficient way to get magic logs instead of killing bosses and things. And I think that would be a really healthy change for the game. And I just want to go over that because I think if you did make this change and you made more of those like resource drops and secondary drops for herb lore and things like that more exclusive to the wilderness for like the large quantities of them being dropped, then I think that would be enough incentive to get people to like constantly be going out there. And now that they're constantly going out there, the only thing that like might scare them off is the fact that they could possibly get skulled. And that's where the whole skull tricking thing comes in from Jagex, is the fact that that will still stop people from going out there. Even if they make it much better money, it's not going to make it more active for the PVMers that are going out there, because they're still just not going to want to go out there because there'll be more incentive for people to try and skull trick them because it's such good money. So the only way to stop that is to stop people from just having the option of skull tricking. It doesn't really matter if they make a retaliate, if it wouldn't result in you getting skulled attack option so that you could kind of like fight back a little bit or whatever if you're getting like attacked by someone in like full max mage and try birding you and you're not really there to PK, and you can just kind of like bolt them back and stuff without risking getting skulled. I think that's fine, but I would maybe say add on like a default like tele block. If you get tagged by someone by like 10 seconds, you can't teleport for if they tag you, and that means you have to put your prey mage on and stop the tele block after they do their initial hit or something like that. The second topic I wanted to touch base on is KempQ actually made a video the other day talking about why haven't they got rid of the Duel Arena yet, and what's stopping them, and all these decisions. And in the background now is some stakes. And the reason I wanted to touch on this topic is because I'm actually one of the types of players that they're catering to by leaving the Duel Arena in the game. A few years back, I was hacked while doing some Turiel boosting Slayer, and I was going to do a really long sprints of it, and so I had a bunch of my gear in my inventory. Just to take a nap, and what ended up happening is someone recovered my account, and they ended up taking everything in my inventory, which at the time was like 800 mil or so of my 900 mil bank, because I had a Dragon Hunter crossbow still in the bank. It was like 100 mil at the time. I had basically decided I was going to quit on the spot because losing that much of your bank when you've worked so hard PVMing for it is crazy. I've had crazy luck at a lot of bosses, and it basically got all flushed down the toilet with a compromised email. And of course it's my fault, but this is the reason that Jagex is leaving the Duel Arena in the game, because without it, players like me probably wouldn't be playing the game. I ended up selling the Dragon Hunter crossbow. I staked it. I made 1.1 bill or so. I borrowed all the rest of the money I needed for a T-bow, and I started a T-bow rebuild, and that brought me right back into the game to even above where I was. It kept me playing the game, and now I've given them so much more of my time and energy because it kept me in the game after something like that happened. It definitely will keep some people in the game when that option is open to them, where maybe they get hacked for all but like 10 mil of their bank, and their bank was 100 mil, and they get back to 60 mil, and they continue playing the game because of that. And that's why the Duel Arena exists. So I think it's really important that Jagex keeps the Duel Arena in the game, because it gives people that small opportunity to make a comeback from a very unfortunate thing that happens to them. And I think they'll come up with a solution. They have a lot of great ideas, in my opinion, and I'm sure when they implement something, it won't be getting rid of the Duel Arena altogether, but it may be changing it. And I hope that's for the best, where somebody who has an unfortunate circumstance like getting hacked can actually take a moment to come back to the game and keep playing with enjoyment without feeling like they lost everything. I hope you guys enjoyed getting a glimpse of my perspective about two of the bigger topics circling the RuneScape community right now. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like in the comments section down below. Let me know. Would you vote to get rid of the Duel Arena? Yes or no? Hopefully. We'll find out in due time.